Hey, this is CeoTrades, where money works for you. Before we look at that important question, how to save on crypto fees when transferring, let's take a look at one of the investments I promised yesterday when I did the video that I was going to show you, and that's Suku. You can see it here on my screen. I purchased this one at 0.052 cents. It is down. It is below what I purchased. I should have even purchased it at 0.050. Which is as low as it's gone. How do I know? You can't tell from this chart, but if you look at the daily chart, you'll see that it touched earlier today 0.05017. You can see it there on your screen. Amazing, right? So now I'm going to be holding this one until it reaches somewhere around 8 cents. And by the way, this move here is not immense. It only went as high as to 0.051. So it's not a major move. It looks like a major move, but it's not. That's why I look at the bigger chart. You can see the monthly chart. Everything changes. So just be careful as you're looking at these. And before we get started, just remember, I am not your financial advisor. Always seek the help of a professional in order to make the best decisions for you. So let's take a look and answer these questions. How to save on crypto fees. The first one that we're going to look at here is Stellar. If you're using a cryptocurrency to send value between exchanges for the first time, send a small test amount before you do anything else. Once you know how it works, you can send the bulk of crypto in a subsequent transaction. The fees are so low and the transaction time so short that it's totally worth doing. When we send crypto from one exchange to another, we need security, speed, and low fees. Again, security, speed, and low fees. Those are the three keys that you need in order to be able to transfer. Which of these is your top priority? It's going to depend. Everyone's different. How much you're sending, where you're sending it to, why. We shouldn't use BTC and ETH. BTC is Bitcoin and ETH is Ethereum necessarily. See, both of these blockchains have three concerns. Number one is speed. They're not the fastest, although Ethereum wins the race. The problem with Ethereum network is the cost, especially at the moment. If you're sending to tens of thousands of dollars, then the gas fees will be minimal. If you're like me, then you tend to send a few $100 at a time, and the typical gas fees become prohibitively expensive. Alternative coins and tokens. Your choice will depend on sending and receiving exchanges, both listing the cryptocurrency. The exchanges of focus are Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken, as these cover the bulk of U.S. trades. XLM Stellar, which we have here on the screen, the price predictions from 2018 returns were good in its development. Stellar Lumens XLM has been around since 2014, and like most of other cryptocurrencies on this list, its use case is transferring value. They shift to assisting financial institutions from its original to transferring value from individuals. All three of our featured exchanges that we're going to show you here support the Stellar network, which is Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken. With a current price of 0.37 cents, this was at the time of publishing this, you could make more than 25,000 transactions for $1 effectively. XLM has no network fees. Very good to know. The speed is great, taking 3 to 5 seconds for completion. Security for moving a few $1,000s between your exchange accounts is fantastic. But with all crypto tokens, it's a trade-off between the three considerations: speed, cost, and security. XLM is super fast and super cheap at the cost of decentralization and security. I would not hold, but utilize as a tool to transfer wealth on Stellar Network. The use case for XRP is also centered around money transfer, so it should be one of the best ways to send crypto. Coinbase has not yet relisted XRP, but the exchanges that are not under the thumb of the SEC continue to support it. Super cheap, super fast, super centralized. It's one of the best transactions, clear within 2 minutes in my experience, and cost a few cents for a few $100s. The fees could be less than the price fluctuation over the few minutes you wait for completion. This is a new one most of you might not have heard of, is NanoCoin. Nano has changed names. This is the third change of names. Its former name was Rayblox XRB, and then we rebranded to Nano, and now XNO Nano. offer near instant free transfers. Binance, Kraken support XNO, Nano, but Coinbase doesn't yet. Nano is not the best to transfer value, but holding a small amount as a long-term investment, maybe I'm wrong, but it might pay off. USDT on BSC, which is the Binance Smart Chain, or Tron blockchain. Well, BSC, it's fast, cheap, and secure. USDT has lost the respect of the crypto community after some bad rapport. USDC is now being pushed in to be able to take over USDT, which still works. USDT is still secure from a transfer point of view, but I would be nervous about holding it long term given the attention it receives from the authorities. Algorand is from the new breed of blockchain technology. It's younger, faster, fitter, smarter, and better looking. You should hold Algo anyway, but if you don't, it's a fine way to transfer your currency. Crypto. Algorand founder Silvio Macaulay from MIT designed a network as a platform for multiple applications and not specifically as a payment transfer application. The wallet is free and the transaction fees are 1/1000th of an algo, around 0.2 cents. Again, this is effectively free. The network can easily handle 1,000 TPS, transactions per second is TPS, with final settlement taking about 5 seconds. It's brilliant and has the backing of some major investment whales. ADA Cardano, Paul Charkinson's ADA Cardano, just bring it up right in here. Charles Hawkinson's multi-billion-dollar brainchild, Cardano network, is impeccable in its approach to research and development. This is what will make it succeed in the long term for transferring value between exchanges. ADA is super efficient, just like all the networks on the list, almost universally supported by exchanges. It's fast, virtually free, and remarkable, secure. Transaction times are around 10 minutes. Fees are typically a few cents for any transaction size. And Litecoin. The Litecoin network fees vary between currently 0.02 LTC, equating to about $4.50. This is a lot in cryptocurrency terms, representing 0.5% for a $1,000 transfer. Expect to wait for 30 minutes for confirmation, which makes it slow. How to save on crypto fees? Don't buy your crypto on the exchanges with credit or debit, and look for a platform with lower fees. For example, some platforms will offer you their own coins, such as Binance, KuCoin. There are some other alternative coins out there, like Bitmart has a coin, and also the Brave browser has a coin. Some of these other exchanges also offer their own coins. I'm not going to tell you on all of them. That's up to you to do your own research. Exchanges that have a native coin often give large discounts for trading fees. A good exchange should charge little to nothing for withdrawing or depositing crypto. You should only be expected to pay the standard network fees. An honest exchange will make its profit from trading fees, not from its administrative charges. Conclusion: for most retail investors, it's not easy to do, but remember, the time and expense of BTC and ETH networks to transfer for small amounts is not cheap. But for very large transactions, it's not a bad idea. Also, it's up to you. BTC and ETH, I utilize regularly to make transfers. I know it's a bit more expensive, but it's a bit more security rather than cost effectiveness for me. Remember, it's always a trade-off between speed, cost, and security. This is CEO Trades, where money works for you. Until the next one, we'll look at another section of the markets.